Hello, it is Mac here, and today I'm going to talk about the musket in GTA 5 and GTA Online. Now, this is an episode in my series called GTA 5 Gun Guide, where we'll be going through all the weapons in GTA 5 and GTA Online, breaking down stats of weapons, talking about these weapons, and just giving general reviews of these weapons. So the musket is a weapon in Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online, and it was added in the Independence Day Special DLC for GTA 5 and GTA Online. Now, if you didn't buy the weapon during that time, whenever it was added in 2014. So if you didn't get the weapon during that time, then you will not be able to get this weapon. So it will just go away. And if you did buy the weapon, much like the weapons like the Gusenberg Sweeper, you will still have the weapon, but you can't go back and buy it if you dropped it, or if you got rid of it, or if you just didn't buy it in the first place. Now, the musket resembles, of course, a musket, mostly the British Brown Bess, which was used during the Revolutionary War, which is kind of why they added it in the Independence Day special update for Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. So the damage is 165 damage per shot, and that means that if you're shooting at another player, it will take at least 2 shots to kill another player. That is, if you hit him in the chest and if you're up close, which the range on this weapon is 100 meters until 250 meters. So the maximum range on this weapon is 250 meters, and 100 meters is where the damage will start to drop off. Now, the thing with this weapon is that it doesn't shoot like a standard shotgun. Much like the heavy shotgun, it shoots a slug. Now that means that you will have to hit your target with that one shot, and it won't shoot out a number of shots, similar to how most of the other shotguns in the game work. Now the spread on the weapon is 0.25, but that won't really make a difference because it's a weapon that you only have one shot in. So you shoot once and then you have to reload, which the reload on this weapon is very, very long. Now this weapon is more of a novelty, more than anything, because while it does have a lot of damage, and you can usually one-shot a few NPCs, and it does kind of do well if you're shooting at another player, since it takes 2 shots, it's not that great. And overall, you could rather just use any other weapons, and you'll be better off for the most part. You know, any weapon like the heavy sniper or the marksman pistol both outclass this weapon in a lot of ways. And the only real good thing about the musket is that it doesn't have a scope, so you can use it up close, but you don't even want to use this weapon up close because it's just not that good. Because you won't even get that one-shot kill if you're shooting at another player. Now, if you are shooting at NPCs, it can be kind of used well, but if you're shooting out any more enemies that will just rush you, then the reload time on this weapon will be your downfall. So if you want a weapon that can get a one-shot kill and just do a lot more damage, just go with a marksman pistol. Now, the only reason why you want to go with that is just because it's just a lot better. I mean, it just does more damage, up close that is. So the only reason why you really want to use the musket over the marksman pistol is if, say you want to use the musket at longer ranges, because it does hold more damage at those longer ranges. But if you're just going to use the weapon at longer ranges, just go with the heavy sniper or the marksman rifle. Both those weapons are far better than this weapon at, longer ranges. So the musket is pretty much best used as kind of a novelty. If you just want to, go into a musket battle, it is a fun weapon to use because it is kind of satisfying as well to get a kill with it because of how hard it is to use. But just overall, if you want to have a competitive weapon, don't go with this weapon because it's not that good. And just go with another weapon that is far better than this weapon. Now, this weapon also doesn't have any attachments. Now, also, you can't change the iron sights on this weapon, and the iron sights on this weapon are usable, but pretty bad, especially for a single-shot weapon. Basically, you only have this one sight on the end of your weapon, and the barrel on this weapon is very long, so it's just very hard to use. And honestly, if I'm just going to use this weapon in first person, I just won't even use the iron sights because it's just that bad. And I just personally don't really like this weapon too much. And like I said, it can be used by in the right circumstance, but overall, it's just not that great of a weapon. Now, this isn't a weapon that you should probably throw away because it is kind of rare because you can't get it anymore. But, if you do hold on to it, just keep in mind that if you do take it out, you're not going to do the best with it. Now also, one other cool thing about this weapon is that it can penetrate through multiple targets. Similar to how the snipers work, you can't do that with any other weapon in the game, except for the musket and the snipers. So that's kind of cool, and you know, that can kind of help you out if you're shooting at multiple enemies. You can get a collateral, which is kind of nice. Now, if you want to check out some more stats on this weapon and some more information on this weapon, then I'll have links down in the description. You can go click those links and look at more information on this weapon and some more statistics on this weapon. Also, if you'd like to go check out last episode on this series, which was on the assault shotgun in GTA 5 and GTA Online, then you can go check that out. There'll also be a link down in the description. So if you do want to check out some other videos in the GTA 5 gun guide series, then you can go click that link and it will take you to that playlist. So let me know your thoughts on this weapon in the comments. Hope you enjoy. Feedback is always appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next video.